Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new tea tasting today. Let's see. I think the light is a bit on the bright side. What? Let's check. Yeah, what I thought. Let's see. A little pop of color. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, that's a bit warm this way. Otherwise, there's a blast of light coming through the other side, which is quite a lot. Okay, let's not have this one on the table and focus on you guys. Because today we are tasting something which is not my most favorite tea type, which is puer. Puer? Puer? Hello, William Boshi. May the tea be good and interesting. I hope so. Puer is not my favorite tea type. At least Sheng Puer is not my favorite tea type. So I hope it is going to be interesting, and I hope that it is going to be good. It is from 1998. That's it's an old tea. It's a very old tea. This one is from Moychay. It's from the Moychay in Yunnan. There was no further information on the website, so I have no idea how to brew it, and I have no idea on any kind of information to give you guys of this tea. So this is gonna be interesting. What I'm going to do, I do have a teapot. I'm going to do teapot style brewing today. I have my glass Kongda base so we can check the color, and I have my 3 little cups. I only have one teapot for today with that is my little Puer teapot without her tail. And I'm going to use a filter just in case that we need one. I'm not sure because I haven't seen the tea yet, so I have no idea what it looks like and what it tastes like. Got some of my tools. So, what do I have? I do have this little piece of paper that has some information about brewing style, which is from Moychay. They say 5 grams of tea for 100 milliliter. But because this is also close to the green tea, they said 3.5 grams on Gong Fu Cha style brewing. We are going for the 5 grams because I have learned that that is used most of the time 5 grams. They say something about 15 seconds. I have no idea. Like I said, I have no idea what we're going to do. This is also underneath the part that says 70 to 80 degrees Celsius of tea, water temperature. I am going to check because I might have this tea. I'm not sure. I thought I had a tea brewing. Yes, tea brewing app. I do have a tea brewing app. Sheng Puer. There we go. So in this app, what's it called? I have no idea. It's a tea brewing app. It says Sheng Puer, which is raw puer. They say either gaiwan or teapot or in a cup. Traditional Chinese green post-fermented tea. Let's see. If I am reading this part, hello Sonic Phone. If I'm reading this part from this app, it says that young Sheng has a bright, fresh taste and floral notes. Yeah, this is an old Sheng, so a very old one. But that's why it's gonna be very interesting. On this website, they say it's between 95 and 100 degrees Celsius and 6 grams for 100 milliliters, and you can go up to 12 infusions. Let's see. Proceed to brewing. Oh, there we go. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, etc., etc. So I can actually have the whole ceremony in this app, apparently. Ooh, I have baklava. I also have something sweet because I know Sheng Puer can be a bit, you know, it can be a bit on the taste palette. So, hello, Resetter, you're lurking. Thank you, though. Let's see if we can weigh the tea. So we are going to use the 6 grams in this case. I'm just gonna follow this tea app. I think Tula actually recommended me a tea app. So here it is, Mogu raw Sheng Puer from 1998. Let's open it up. Also, in the meantime, let's brew. I'm just gonna brew on 95 and see if that's more than enough. Kind of have to be careful of not cutting my hair today. $19.98, guys. Oh wow, that's like a cake. That's like a cake. Yeah, you know what? I'll just see if I can get you guys close directly on, not my chest. Okay, I do still have to weigh it though, but this is what comes out. That's quite a chunk actually, and there's also some left in my sachets. So, guess I'm just gonna grab and see if I have 6 grams with this one. That's 6.5. Let's break up a little bit. 6 point. Okay. 6.10. I think that's what we're gonna work with. Like, why not? Coconut jam inside. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. So this is a close-up on the package of Moychay. This was part of my Amsterdam Tea Festival package. So, wow, does it smell different from the usual teas? From what I've learned, I should actually not smell it from the tea bag itself, but I should actually smell it when it has been warmed up a little bit, but it smells kind of old. Yes, it really smells like a Sheng Puer, that's for sure. But more... Okay, I should actually smell it when my teapot is warm and I have my tea leaves a little bit steamed, but if I smell it from the package right now, I don't really have much Sheng Puer to mix it with, but it's definitely something I would recognize. It has a bit of an earthy kind of a smell. There's something earthy to it, like very earthy. But there is also this... How would I explain this one? Forgive me if I say it like this. It's not correct, but the first thing that might pop up in your mind might be fishy, which is not the exact word. If it really smells fishy, like extremely fishy, it wouldn't be good, but it has this, like, the first is that first mind is like, is there a fish? No. Oh, then it pops up to a little bit like this earth though. So does it smell different? Yes, it does. It smells a bit old. So what are we gonna do? I'm gonna warm up my gear first. And then I'm gonna put the tea in there and then have that, see if it's different. Fishy, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's I always find it disrespectful to say it like that, because normally if tea really smells like a fishy smell, then you know that it's not gonna be good. But this is like, not in a bad way, but it's the first thing that might pop up in my mind. It's like, I don't know, if you walk past the fish market or something, like someone who sells fish, but very fresh, like the very fresh ones that are cooled down in ice boxes and like almost got it from the, you know, maybe it's kind of smells like if you walk past water with greenery around it, maybe something like that. You kind of, it's a very specific smell. It is enjoyable. But I must admit, I like my oolong smells a lot more, but you guys know I am an oolong type, so me taking on a Sheng Puer again is remind me why I'm doing this. What does it say with Sheng Puer? They mostly say it's starting with fruity notes and increases in value over time, and it develops a more complex flavor profile, nuttiness, sweetness, and earthy tones. And in Chinese culture, it's revered for being full of energy. So that's why I kind of want to learn how to drink it, but again, that's why I also have a snack, because if it becomes too much, then at least, you know, I have something to enjoy as well. What spoon we have the Hello Kitty spoon today. So I'm gonna let it steam a little bit in there while I'm warming up my cups. I don't know, I have quite a knack for tasting all the kind of old teas. Like old oolongs and stuff like that. So let's see if there's a... It is warmed up right now, so... Definitely the earthy tone. Oh, I got a little bit of water on it. There we go. Definitely the earthy tone that pops up. This is such a specific raw puer smell. It really kind of feels grounding. When I smell it, it feels very grounding. I do look forward, but I do kind of think I know what it's gonna taste like. I do like the smell actually when it's steaming like this. Hi kitty, wanna smell? Who's the one to smell? Yeah? Okay. Okay, I just had a few drops of water dropping on this tea break, and it actually smells very pleasant. It's very earthy, very grounding, I would say. Okay. Because it's an old tea, I am going to do a quick rinse. Doesn't have to be much water. I don't know, because it's old, it's like, you know, I'm just gonna do a quick rinse. Oh, very earthy. I think this smells more earthy than I actually would have expected it. Because I think I've had a Sheng Puer that had this kind of a fruity note to it. I would almost say apple kind of smell to it. Well, that it's does my app say? It says that with the first infusing about 10 seconds. We can do that. 95 degrees. Hello there, Clumpy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's also counting. That's amazing. Nice. I think though. I think my teapot is actually bigger than I had expected it to be. Okay, I'm going to use less water. Because I think my teapot is about 120 or 150. And let's go. Okay, color-wise. Let's go to a webcam. Color-wise, very light. This is a 10 seconds infusion. Like I said, I think I used more water than I was expecting myself to use. So... And both my tea cloths are still being washed, so... to use a very old towel that I made before. Main cam. Let's see. Yay, it works! I think this one is a very light one, so... Oh god, the moment he has his eyes closed and he's like, oh... I'm a bit scared because he always likes tea very bitter, so... Oh, it's not bitter? Okay, okay, good. Oh. That's, it's very light. Like I said, I made it too light. Hmm? It is very hot though. Should let it cool down a little bit before sipping this part up. It reminds us both of bole, which is Cantonese for puer. It's sometimes we often drink in Chinese restaurants. That's the part where I do drink puer in Chinese restaurant. It's actually light. I thought it would be very... Okay, definitely the next one I should add less water to it because I got 6 grams, which would have been for 100 milliliters, but that's a lot more that I just brewed. Yes, thank you. Very earthy again. I would say it stays to the earthy tones. No other smell popping up yet, so... Oh, my teeth are hurting a little bit. I have such sensitive teeth at the moment, so... Hot and cold drinks are a little bit painful. I want to say licorice as well, but that would be a very faint smell of it, but... Definitely the most I think the most earthy one that I have smelled before. I like the smell. I'm just gonna make another one and see. It says about 15 seconds. just go for a second one. I think that's a bit more than 15 seconds, but yeah, there we go. There's a lot of color popping up right now. Color. There we go. We got quite the color popping up right now. It's not quite the lighter side than I thought it would be. I'm surprised. And yes, of course, there is quite the color difference between the first one and the second one already. I used less water and let it steam a little bit longer, so might not be a fully good comparison this way, but it does look quite amazing, the change. There you go. Yeah, different color. Am I gonna snack or? I see such a happy face on that side of the room. I'm like, he's like totally into stronger teas. It smells so earthy. Smell through it. I mean, this one, it smells different than. Yeah, exactly. It smells different than the one that we used to drink. I let my cup cool off a little bit because, you know, it really hurts. Very earthy, yeah? William Bosey, I think Joe just explained a very specific smell. It smells like wet basement. Does that sounds familiar to you? Wet basement. I think if my basement would be wet and it smells like this, I would stay there because it smells, to me, it smells very earthy. Yes, that's accurate. Okay, so we got a new smell profile, wet basement. I think to me it smells more... Wet wood in a creek. Yeah, that's why I say it smells more earthy. It smells more like... The other Sheng Puers, I would say, yes, wet basement, but this one, normally I wouldn't be hanging around my teapot the whole time. Are you gonna move around with the teacup? Thank you. Wet basement. Okay, let's see if it's a little bit cool off for me. Okay. Second infusion is actually... It's a lot lighter than I'd expected. You mean this, Der Klompie? It's a snack. It's a baklava. Baklava. Turkish. Very sweet, extremely sweet. Yeah. Mold smells earthy, and yeah, mold also kind of smells earthy. But it is actually normal that it tastes earthy. I mean, it's breaking down and there's mushrooms in there, so that should taste earthy. Okay, I'm I'm surprised. I also got a roll of Sheng Puer from 1997, so 1 year earlier, but I was looking at this one, I was like, I want to try this one first, and then see if I want to go older than that. Okay, this is of course something I cannot take a small bite from. It is a small bite, but... Mm. Adding something sweet to the table. Very interesting experience to have something sweet in your mouth and smell something earthy. That's a different experience. Lurking and showing up for tea. I know you are busy. I know. Don't worry about it. Busy going funny. Oh, really? And you also have to do your mix. I know you also have to do your remix. I think I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, this was the second cup, so... But for now, pleasantly surprised, yes. Is my water draining or what? Yes, there we go. Trying to drain a little bit because my water wasn't running away. So there we go. And there's a tea leaf in my tube. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's a lot more water coming out than I thought. Oh, there we go. There was a tea leaf stuck in the tube, so that's why the water wasn't flushing away. There we go. It works, it works. So I know some of you guys are working on projects like remixes and mixes for different parties popping up. Is everything working out the way you want it? I know from NeoDes it isn't, but... Tell me about your remixes. I know Sonic Phone is busy with a beat mix. So... bleep. That's hard on your ears. I have no idea what my husband is going to make. He's going to... There are so many remixes at the moment. Earthy, but also something smoky to it. And I also know a good friend of mine whose birthday is today, and I know he's not watching at the moment, but I still want to say happy birthday to Bali TV. Happy birthday! I know you're celebrating somewhere else at the moment, and that's a good thing. I don't know, you were in Utrecht, if I'm correct, so have a lot of fun. Hope you have a good birthday. Hope you have good food and good drinks. So, William Bushy, I'm not of the mixed crowd. Yeah, me neither. I'm the tea crowd. I'm just the one who hears the music. But I'm the tea type. But as a wife of a DJ, I can fully understand that all the things going on and all the stressful events, or not the stressful events, but all the events popping up. And I think it's event season is really opening up again. I mean, there's an anime convention going on next week. I think many more events are popping up at the moment, so I can understand that there are lots of things to do, and you know, springtime, people are gonna do things. So I can understand the whole vibe about that one. Let's say third infusion. It says 20 seconds. You know what? I'm just gonna fill it in. That's handy. This it's counting for me. I mean, okay, I don't think you really can see the counting at the moment, but it is handy. Well, I'm gonna put it on the tea can. Hello, babe. I had to look twice because your name is in green at my screen. You calling me babe, that means there's only one person. Popping in. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you changed your name. I was looking at it. Well, that's not a first time chatter, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah, we have the wet basement over here. Okay, when you smell it from the lid, it has indeed the wet basement smell. Still not bad. When we go to webcam, we have a darker color again. And that also means even darker infusions next compared to the first one. Looks like whiskey. Yes, indeed. It really looks like whiskey. All I know is the sorry breakdance named after the break part of rock. So, ooh, that sounds interesting. Yes. Thinking about streaming as well, so the old name did not fit anymore. No, no, this is the name you should use indeed. The Dull Life with Jackie is a very good name. Correct. Like co-work and co-study genre for learning languages, herbalism, and TCM. Yes, yes, TCM, girl, let's go. Let's go. I'll just wait a little bit before I start sipping because I know it's hot, so... Yeah, but my teeth are very sensitive at the moment. I'm just gonna enjoy the smell first. Oh, gee, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it is going to have that very puer kind of taste. I am an oolong girl, for sure. Is it bad? No, absolutely not bad at all. I think though, what I would what I miss with this tea is a very greasy type of food. I think that's something that really would go well with this tea, is something greasy. Why? Because it has a very earthy tone. It has a very earthy smell, earthy taste as well. And I think that this would go well. This is something that we drink in the Chinese restaurant, dim sum. And with dim sum, you kind of have these greasy dishes. And that's where I drink this tea a lot and actually enjoy this tea a lot. So I think that the flavors of a very rich, greasy, fatty dish is actually very well with this tea. I think you actually would like this current tea, because you do like more of a you like a stronger tea and a bit more of a bitter tea. I think you do like this one. It has this specific profile. Hello, Hakisumi. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you can make it. I think you would enjoy. That's a whole different smell from my glass, actually. Okay, that's interesting. From my glass, it smells very fresh. Like I would have earth and sky together. That doesn't make sense, I know. Sorry, I couldn't explain it any different than this. These two have a very different smell, like extremely different. Also very different. Yes, if I would have explained it, like if you have your cup, very earthy. If you have your glass, have that like a very, very fresh kind of a smell. Like I would almost say like earth and sky. It's really that way. I wouldn't know how to explain it different. One way to find out: make the trip to us again. Yes, you have to make the trip to us. Oh, I mean, I do have a package. I mean, you could try. Yes, you took off early from the function. Yeah. Kids screaming all the time. Yes, it's like, okay, bye. It can be tiresome if you have to listen to kids screaming all the time. That's very tiresome. Let's the cat stay there. Let's see if we... No, the first cup doesn't have any different smell, so... Also, I'm kind of wondering what I'm going to start feeling like. Am I going to get tea drunk or not? I mean, it's high in energy, so... Don't know what's gonna happen. What I do know is that upcoming weekend we have an anime convention. I still think I would be streaming. I'm not sure if I go to the convention on a Sunday, and if I would go, I probably wouldn't go for too long. Or maybe I don't go at all. I have no idea yet. But I still think I would be streaming. No tea for you. You forgot to make a cold brew. Sipping water. Want a cup? There you go, for you. It's a bit cooled off, so it's almost like an iced tea. And it's like you can lower the volume. Well, you could lower the volume. I would not advise it, though. One day for sure. Yes, yes, yes. I want to share it with you. Yes. Have you been able to send off all your CDs? In the meantime, I'm just gonna make another one. So let's see. Oh, wait up. Maybe I can show you guys on the quick. This is the app thingy that I've been using. So, and right now it is saying something you cannot read right now. There we go. So we are going for the 4th infusion. Yay, it's also counting for me. The moment I click on this one, it starts counting for me. So it says for the 4th infusions, we need gonna be on 25 seconds. My hair is in the way. Let's pour a bit to the side. So you know what? I'm gonna pour some water in here. And then I click on the button. There we go. So it says 25 seconds. Doing it this week. Nice. Sending off all your stuff. I understand. I understand. Yay! It doesn't make any sound, so I do also have to look at my app if they say anything. So 4th infusion. I must admit there isn't much tea debris coming out of my teapot, which is pleasant. Still need to hit up the tea shop for the goods. Oh, I look so forward. 1 cup of whiskey. There we go. I am gonna put it on my tea cam so we can look at the color, which is definitely a different one compared to our first cup again. It's not really a comparison this way. It does smell very good though. Really very pleasant. Okay, sometimes I notice that Sheng Puer will turn into something I would call like an apple kind of smell, like a fruity kind of apple-ish smell. I still have that earthy note to it. I don't smell anything else popping up yet. Yes, it is dark. Yes, yes, it is. Can you imagine people drinking like a big amount of puer, just a small amount of water, and this tea would be twice as dark as this one? I cannot. I would not be able to do it. So in the meantime, I'm gonna have a little snacky. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see what happens if I take something sweet and take a little sip of the tea. Actually, tasty. Yes. Oh, got stronger. Okay. Wow. Okay, I took something sweet, but when the sweetness is taking off, there's a very it hits. Hmm? It became more bitter. Not in a bad way. It's more like the bitterness that you often have with a stronger tea. Yeah, they're clumpy. I think you would like it. You are in for more bitterness of tea, so oh, that did got a hit. And I must admit that when I first took a bite of something very sweet, I did not taste it. So because most of the time when I'm drinking this type of tea during dim sum, that's the reason why I probably don't taste it at all. Oh, was pretty good. Slightly. One package will be white tea. Yes. And one pack will be yerba. Oh. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, wait up. I was reading. The white tea is something I haven't drank, so technically we could share it by bringing it on the same day. Yes, yes, please, let's do that. Let's do that. I had that with Tula as well, so let's do that. That sounds fun. The hand. You have been drinking the white tea the last days. White tea is good. White tea is very good. And you've been doing cold brews yerba these days. I don't know, I'm still not... I am in for a cold brew. I do notice that the weather is changing, and I am going into a little bit more into colder drinks at the moment, so... Have you ever done cold brew cold tea? Huh? Cold... Cold brew white tea? No, not yet. Not yet. That sounds like a good one to try. So basically making it in cold water, right? Oh, my teeth really hurt. I got quite a lot of white tea left, so I can experiment with that, yes. It does sound good though. I mean, I do have my Lao Shu Gongmei teas, so I can try. I had a green tea cold brew last week, and that one was very good. I'm gonna have my snack. Mm. How long do you let you steep the tea back in there? Hi, Johnny. Thank you. I haven't done much to it. I only made a ponytail on the top, and that's it. Had it braided for 3 days. When was it? I braided my hair on a Wednesday or a Thursday because I went to the... What's it called? The spa, the wellness. I went to the sauna. And after that, I braided my hair. And today I took it out. So, thank you. Dankjewel. See, it's getting a... It's still clumped together. Like we had the tea cake, it's still clumped together. Oh, and I think I should use this app more often because it's showing what infusion I'm going to make. Because we are going for the 5th infusion. Let's go for the tea cam. 5th infusion, it says 30 seconds. Let's go for 30 seconds. I'm so happy it's making a countdown for me. You cannot see it on there. Look, it's counting down for me. This is so easy. Tea is ready. Let's go then. Oh, it looks like it's getting darker by infusion. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm scared to drink this. This really looks like it's gonna stain my teeth into oblivion. Wow. Look at that color. I'm gonna brush my teeth after this one. Jeez. Okay, I am going to give some to my teapot so I can grab some of the tannins. It's not much, but... Wow, look at this. First infusion and this is the 5th one. Okay, I had a little bit too much water on this one, but still, that's quite a difference. It's really a difference. Yes, no worries. It really has this very earthy smell popping up from my teapot. Let's see. How you can see me set. Sometimes for 12 hours and sometimes 24. Wow. Sometimes pop it in the fridge at 10 p.m. and drink it around 11 a.m. Wait, yes. It's dark. Oh, he's already enjoying it. And sometimes after finish drinking that cold brew, I make another batch for the next day or wait till 10 p.m. That's a good one. It does make sense. It does make sense. I also have my cold brews most of the time like 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours. But also last time I had a cold brew that only took 40 minutes. I'm scared to try this. It smells very smoky, very earthy. Joe is smiling, so I know this is gonna be on the bitter side. Goodness. How bitter can it get? And I don't mean bitter with bad bitter, you know, I mean with the tea bitter. It's like, you really get a hit. If you get past this hit, you get a very earthy, extremely earthy tone. This is different than the bowlie that we drink. This is a very, very strong. There is also very good quality. Yes, I do like it. I do like it. Would I drink this on a daily basis? No. Because I like my teas a little bit more on the lighter, on the sweeter, and on those kind of sides. But if it would be cold outside, or I need something like a good pick-me-up, something that will wake me up, I would grab this one. Yes. I also think that this would taste actually very lovely on an autumn day in the woods. I think that is something that pops up in my mind right now, is having a hike in autumn in the maybe a slightly rainy day and have this tea. It really brings me to that kind of place, I would say. The coffee bun is stunning on my side. Sounds so good. With a coffee bun, it's like the round one with the... I don't know. We often have like cinnamon and sugar and raisins in there. That's our coffee bun. I'm going to sit differently though. Oh, my leg. Mind you, this was the 5th brewing and it's getting stronger. Not lighter, stronger. So, that is quite a kick for your... That's quite a kick, actually. I think I would let this tea cool off a little bit, just to not to sip it extremely hot, but I wouldn't let it cool too much. And it still has an amazing fragrance. Still very earthy. Dare I say a little mushroomy? Yes, a little mushroomy. Why does it kind of remind me of a like a dark puer or something? This doesn't stun me as a Sheng Puer, actually. Still good. So it does say that we can go for quietly infusions. So let's just go. 6th infusion would be 35 seconds according to this app. Of course, I could say this was strong enough and we can go for another 30 seconds. Or I could just follow the app and see where it takes me. I think this app is actually pretty fun to try more often. I mean, it helps me counting the steeping time and also how many brewings I already got, so... Still under 95 degrees. We are going for 35 seconds. 35 seconds! Oh my gosh, does this mean tea drunk or what? Let's just give this one a try. I am actually... For now, I am actually amazed. I was kind of scared that this would be some kind of a tea that I would probably make Western style. I do have a few Sheng Puers that are on the older side. That I actually brew Western style. Otherwise, I would not be drinking them. But I think I can actually say that this one is Gongfu Cha Gimme approved. Color wise, we are still having a beautiful whiskey color. Beautiful dark color. Look at the color comparison. There you go. Oh, really has a very earthy smell popping up from this teapot right now. And gets stronger. It was just 5 seconds more. He's asking me if it got why it's getting stronger. That's a hit. Still good? What do you think? Would it really fit well with a dim sum dish? Right? Yes. Thought so as well. Something greasy. I would like the fried chicken, yes. But also those noodles, those rice noodles. Not so much, right? Kunchavo. Sorry, I just butchered up the whole Cantonese rice noodle dish name. My apologies for that. Yes, because the sweetness takes away the earthy tone of the tea. But I think the greasiness would actually work very well because the earthiness would flush away the greasiness. So I don't know. It has such an earthy taste to it. And he says it's getting stronger. So can you imagine that the next infusion would be the 7th one? The 7th infusion. And it is actually getting stronger. If I'm correct, my cups are 50 to 55 milliliters. So that means I am brewing for the 100 milliliters. 100 to 110. So that's correct. So I am using the right water to tea leaves ratio. But it's adding it's with each infusion, this app is adding about 5 seconds. So let's say if you like this brewing, you could go for another 35 seconds instead of 40. So that's also, I think, a personal preference. But I also like to see what's going on why it is getting stronger even though the infusion is later. That's very interesting because normally what I have seen before is that by each infusion you have to steep longer to kind of get to the same level of taste, but now it gets stronger. So this is new to me. I haven't had that before, that it became stronger with each infusion. I'm surprised. And I'm also actually pleasantly surprised with the taste. This is yeah, I'm happy with this one. This is it's a good surprise. And let's see if we we have this one on the website. Mogu cha. A whole brick of 150 grams would be 267 euros. And this sample package of 25 grams is 45 euros. But it also means if you're using like 5 grams ish, you could have many of these brewings that it's still the sample package would be more than enough. If you don't drink puer as often as I drink, or if you don't drink puer as often like I do, I don't drink puer as much, so you get what I mean. If you don't drink it too often, you can enjoy this one for a quite long time. Am I getting tea drunk? So I also understood that by tasting tea, you can also start feeling what you feel in your body. I thought this would be a pick-me-up. In my mouth, yes. But I actually kind of feel... like... I could just sit and just be content or something. So I kind of, instead of... I thought it would be a pick-me-up and would give me quite a kick in the head on the ass, but it's actually... kind of a grounding feeling. I don't know. Feels good. Let's brew another. Because why not? That would be the 7th brewing for 40 seconds. I'm really looking forward on how long we can stretch this tea. You know what? I'm gonna get you guys close on the tea table again. Wanna know something funny? I found out that this can actually be opened up. I didn't even know I could do this. Like, it's a tripod and I could make it even longer. I did not know I could do this. I am surprised. You know, there's something new about all these things. But it's kind of big on the table this way. So that's why I use it in the smaller way. See? This one on the corner of the table. And we got on webcam. What's this? I have no idea. Get you guys over here. Probably. Yeah, this is better. So if we look into the teapot, you won't see anything yet because there is no light shining. Let's shine a little light on it. It's getting quite opening up. You're gonna make a tea. Good choice. We are going back to our app. And we are going for 40 seconds. In the meantime, I'm gonna brew some water as well. Brew some water. Boil some water. Jeez, I am getting tea drunk. Sorry, guys. Did not expect me to get this tea drunk. That's a stunning color. Then it keeps having that darkish color. Although I also noticed that it is, of course, these two are very still like very dark, very light, but I also think that we are going to get a little bit lighter in color. So I'll look forward to this one. And it's so funny to use a bell. How is it that you are not tea drunk? Yeah, I'm also used to drinking tea, but I feel kind of grounded in my body, like relaxed almost. Hmm. It's getting lighter right now, right? Yes. Okay. So the seventh infusion was actually the strongest that we experienced. And we are going lighter right now. So I want to smell. Just smell the tea. You don't want to smell the tea? You just want to... Oh, of course you want to rub your face to the table. There you go. You got your corner. Yep. Get your corner. Get your corner ready. Get your corner ready. Hmm? Did. I don't know if she did it actually, but I wouldn't be surprised if her little teeth actually damaged my table. We got our table police back. Where's she there? No? Okay. Okay, hi. Hello, lovely. Hello, lovely. Hello. Hello, my lovely. Want the chompies? Can I get chompies? No, not chompies yet. Okay. No chompies. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now my stream feels complete. Are you elbow rubbing? You're elbow rubbing. Okay. Where did she go? Oh, sorry. Want to say hi? Why you say hi? Yes. No? Okay. You're tickling me. You're tickling. You're tickling. Yes, you tickle me. You tickle me. Yeah. Yes, that one. That one. Gosh, she's so busy with that table. I have no idea why. Yes? Okay. Okay. What do you want? What do you want? You also want tea? It says 8 infusion would be 45 seconds. I'm first gonna delete No, this is Lilly. This is not Aimi. Okay, first of all, let's get that bot out. Delete. And then there we go. She gone. There we go. Always feels good that way. We were busy with our next infusion would be the 8th one. Now, I did notice that we were getting on a softer side. So it was the 7th infusion was the strongest that we had. We are still going. You know what? I'm just gonna keep brewing the way this app is saying me to brew it, because I am not. You know, I'm actually pleased by it. There we go. 45 seconds. 45 seconds. So let's see what happens. Because it did turn out lighter. I also could see it in the infusion that the 7th one was very strong and dark, and the 6th infusion. Sorry. The 6th infusion was the strongest one. The 7th infusion, so the one we had before, was already... The 6th one was the strongest, also in color. The 7th one was starting to become a little bit lighter. So now we are going to the 8th infusion. I was so scared to use my teapot this way. Yes, I can see on the infusions already that this is gonna be lighter and lighter. So the 6th one was the strongest of them all. Yes, the color is still strong. You can still see a very colorful tea. It has a very, still like more of a red color to it. But what I am curious to is every time when I drink a Sheng Puer and we go into the later infusions, it always gets this... This is where I get this apple kind of flavor that I often don't like an earthy... You have an earthy tone with this apple kind of taste, and I'm kind of wondering if this is going to bring me the same thing. She's waiting for her tea. Teapot, but different. Oh, well, she didn't really react much to it. Try the colder one. Want a cold brew? Colder brew? No? Oh, okay. Even my cat doesn't like Sheng Puer, so that's good to know. Okay, so the 6th one was definitely the strongest of them all. And you now notice that it's getting lighter, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I am still pleasantly surprised by this tea. Actually. No way, this is not good for you. No, please don't. This is not good for you. Okay, that's so mean. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have a fight with a kitty. No, 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 don't take this. No, please, no. This is not good for your health. You cannot get any of the baklava. You yourself have the shape of a mochi ball, so please do not. I mean, look at this. It has the shape of a mochi ball. Yes, you. 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 There you go. Decompi is back and also has tea. Which one do you have? Oop. Okay. I am pleasantly surprised by this Sheng Puer, actually. Hakudo. Is that a green? Let's see. Kudo tea. Oh, the white tea. Ooh. Is it from Tea Contour? I'm gonna have a check on the website. No, I do not want to. No. Ah! My German is not good. I like how they write it on the website, and my Dutch brain is trying to make something out of the German. Japanisch Bio-Weißtee Sensation mit himmlischer Leichtigkeit und feinem Litschigau. You are laughing on that side. I can almost hear you laughing. Sacht, weiß und süß mit fast schwerelosem Mundgefühl. Okay, something in the mouth feeling. I almost can hear you laugh on that side on my German. Let's not continue further in German. That's not my it's not my strongest language. Oh, that one! Yeah, that one was good. That one was good. It's so funny how Joe is actually speaking better German than I do. Well, I am German descendant, and I can speak better Chinese than he does. Well, he's Chinese descendant. We make a good combination. But I think it's... I haven't spoken German for such a long time that I lost actually the pronunciation parts. So in one way, my brain does say it. My brain kind of functions that it does. Has the pronunciation in it, but I cannot pronounce it anymore. I know it's weird. I know. The 9th infusion would be 50 seconds. Let's go. Okay, so I just really want to know how far we can stretch this tea. And of course, I mean, I do not speak Cantonese, more like Mandarin. But I still butcher that one as well, because even that pronunciation I haven't had for such a long time. So my brain does say it, but my voice doesn't pop out. I think it's also part of feeling uncomfortable and feeling ashamed for making mistakes, especially in Chinese language. It's a thing if you say it incorrectly. I might say something completely different. I know for German that's not really the case, but yeah, you know, it's still a thing. Getting lighter again. So we are getting lighter infusions. We are kind of leaning to that apple kind of fragrance that I said that I dislike. But still extremely earthy and like moldy, kind of. Speaking Japanese. Yeah, but Japanese feels more comfortable in my mouth, actually. I think it feels a little bit more comfortable for me to speak Japanese than German, I guess. Ah, I see, I see, I see. I can understand. What I have with German is when I see, like, German has quite some regular letters, and then you have this vowel. And sometimes this vowel has these little dots on top of it. And Japanese is more like you got a normal letter and then you get a vowel, or you get two normal letters and then a vowel, and that makes cutting up the words a little bit easier for my head to read it. Ooh. While it's getting lighter, it also kind of gets a little bit fruitier. Okay, I'm amazed. I'm a little bit amazed because it gets a bit fruitier. Like, there is something... Okay, fruity is not the exact word, I guess, but... Like, the first sip got this a little bit of a fruitiness that I would explain as an apple. But it directly goes into the earthy kind of flavor. But also a little bit like that moldiness of mushrooms. Very interesting. Okay. I think I found a Sheng Puer that I actually would drink. I'm amazed. I'm extremely amazed. We had 9 infusions. 9 infusions already. 9. That's a lot. I'm amazed. It still has this earthy tone. It really has this between earthiness and a little bit like the mushroomy kind of smell. So it really stays grounded in an earthy kind of a way. There is a little hint of fruitiness. I would explain it as apple kind of, but it's so faint that it's... I would really say more of the earthiness. But you can smell something like that fruitiness in there a little, just a little bit. And normally I really dislike it. I really dislike it if teas get into that apple kind of taste, if I explain that correctly. But this one doesn't do that yet. I don't know if it's gonna happen in the 10th, 11th, or 12th infusion, but I'm amazed. Crazy for Asians. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Still very earthy. I enjoy this one. Nice to meet you as well. Also, the tea leaves are really opening up. It's a bit more difficult to see it in this teapot. But when I'm done with the drinking, I will put them on my chache, and then you can have a better look at the tea leaves when I'm done brewing. But I don't think I'm done brewing yet because it still has a lot of flavor. So I think we can get some more infusions out of this one. Oh, really? You reminded me of a meet and greet with a legendary. Oh. Your Japanese is pretty much a non-existent. I think Japanese is... I know you're also Dutch, so I think that Japanese for us is a bit more easier to learn because of the pronunciations kind of are the same. So I think we're kind of good on that one. And if you have some basics, it's already... I don't know, it's already more than enough, I guess. And yes, Puer is crazy in terms of how much you can get out of it. Yes, I'm amazed, but the thing is, normally I do not like Puer at all. Especially Sheng Puer. And I am actually amazed by this one because it has... would be the next one would be the 10th infusion. And it started to slow down on the 7th infusion. It started to lose some of its flavor. And also normally I don't like it that a Sheng Puer gets this apple kind of taste, while it also smells very earthy. But this one stays very earthy in its smell, but also in its taste. And Crazy for Asians is from India, so tea is your weakness. I can understand. Tea is also part of your culture. Only remember arigato, moshimoshi, konnichiwa. Well, those are the basics. 日本語わかりません。日本語をわかりません。Well, I think if you would say your name, hajimemashite, that means nice to meet you. I mean, some of the basics are watashi, I, wa, most of the time used as an am, I am, and then you can use your name. So watashi wa, or watashi wa combined. That would be quite a very small sentence. Or if it would be more correct, watashi no namae wa combined. Watashi means I. No is something that is yours, so watashi no, mine. Namae is name. Watashi no namae, so my name. Watashi no namae wa combined. So my name is combined. I think, and if you have that one, and then you say hajimemashite, watashi no namae wa, and then your name, hajimemashite, it would say basically, hello, my name is Nice to meet you. I guess that's a good basic one. And then you have a good sentence. Let's go for a 10th infusion, which would be 55 seconds. True Indians drink tea even in 45 degrees. That's good, actually. It's still good to drink tea even if it's that hot, because tea can cool down your body, actually. So I also like to drink tea when it's hot. And we are going on the tea can. And we are also going for a 50 seconds. Yes, tea when it's hot is actually great for your body. It can cool off your body depending on your tea as well. I learned that green tea can actually be very cooling. And when I was in the sauna this week, I'm gonna have this on the main cam. When I was in the sauna this week, I actually tried it with green tea in my thermal bottle and see how I experience if I would have a hot green tea after a really like a hot sauna, and it really cooled down my body instantly in a different way than I had expected, like in a very pleasant way. So yes, I also drink tea when it's hot. And also always kind of feels like you're going to sweat a little bit more, and therefore all the heat gets out. We have a few more seconds to go, so I'm gonna pop up back to our tea cam. Yes, that is good. If you have green tea more often in warmer days, that's actually good. Green tea is a cooling tea on the body. So we have a beautiful color. As you can see, it's really getting lighter. And you guys already saw the other cups, how dark it actually was in the beginning. We have our first cup, which was very light, and this is the 10th cup. So, and as you can see, it's also starting to get lighter again. I think my husband is turning crazy with all the tea that I'm giving him. You're not going crazy with all the bells? No? You like this one? So that's the 270 euros tea bag that we need to buy. This is a 10th infusion. It's really getting very light. But still, I think we still can get a good 5 cups out of this one. Well, I'm amazed. I'm really amazed about this one. Centeria, that's because green tea is brewed with 80 instead of 95. Yes. But it's not only the temperature, it's also the cooling effect that green tea has. It feels very light, also light on the body itself. Let's see, crazy variations. Most of India adds milk in tea. But in Jammu and Kashmir, which is in the northeast state, has 2 types of tea special to region. Ooh, tell me more about it, please. 1987 Puer tonight. That's my birth year. That's my birth year. Oh my god. You have a Puer, which is actually also yours. Nice. Nice. That's why I bought it. I was also looking at it like, is there a tea that is from 1987? But I would prefer an oolong though. I'm an oolong girl. So crazy for Asians. Does it add milk in all the teas that you drink? Because I do have some chai from India itself that friends of mine picked up. Also, I have not prepared the way that is officially made, like really getting the air into it. I've never tried it before yet. When I was with the friend who's also from India, she made it for me and it tasted so good, so amazing, so full of. It was so creamy and there was so much lightness to it as well, even though there was quite some milk in it. One is kind of pink in color and most locals add salt. Oh, really? Oh, that sounds interesting. Known as kafha. I hope I pronounced it correctly, and most of the time I butcher all languages. Basic Indian tea has milk. Nice. Yeah, I always it's very difficult to pronounce languages on like this way. And sometimes a different language pops over and I'm like, that was probably not the way I should have said it. Oh, like Turkish tea. I had it once and it was like dark in color and very strong. Very strong. I actually got a little cup of water with it because the man asked me, have you ever had Turkish tea before? I said, no. That's why I'm here to try it. And I got a little cup of water with it. And he did tell me that he made it a little bit lighter for me because it was my first time. But it was dark. I was almost like, is this coffee or tea? Let's see. It's like 10 small bricks of 5 grams. I think, oh, that's handy. If you have these little small bricks already done, that's very handy to take it with you as well. The yaks and their puer tea, which they add salt and yak milk in it. I've heard it as well before. And it actually warms us from inside. Oh, it's more like a warming. Ah. But do you also drink that one in when it's so hot? Because if it's warming, I can also understand that you might put too much heat into the body. Because I know that like for when we look at the Chinese medicine part, I know that that some herbals can be cooling to the body and some herbals can be warming to the body, and therefore you balance it out. When it's hot, then you drink these herbs and these kind of teas to cool down the body, and when it's winter time, you drink these kind of teas to warm up the body. Of course, you can drink whenever you like. I mean, if you feel cold in summer, then you should drink something warming. But I can also understand that a warming herb might be too warm on a hot day. But it is interesting to learn. I'm gonna quickly have a picture on what your tea looks like. Let's see. Ooh. Oh wait, I do read something about kava, but it's something different. That's a whole different. Maybe I should. Is it also known as tulsi tea? Oh, I do see a recipe about it. This is nice. I always like to learn about these kind of things. Oh. I only see a package from Yogi Tea, which is like the tea bags, but although I do like them, I don't think it's Oh, does it? Wait up. Let's see if my webcam picks it up. See something like this kind of picture? Yes, there we go. That looks very tasty, actually. I'm just gonna save this picture up. But I always find it very difficult because sometimes people have recipes online and then it's more like westernized or something. So I always find it very difficult to find traditional flavors. One time I used to make a oh no, darn. I put away my app. Oh, tea brewing. No, I put away my app. My brewing app. We were drinking Sheng Puer, brew now. We were proceed to brewing. We were on our 10th infusion. No, it was third. Anyway. And I learned about making like a chai how to say it, like a chai concentrate. Like I would have a jar that has a very, very strong, full of herbs kind of liquid, and I would put the liquid together with milk. That was my first experience with chai. But like I said, that was very westernized. When I started to try the different ones, I noticed I do notice a difference. I do also notice that the one that I make isn't bad. But the ones that I have from India do taste better. It makes a big difference. Let's see. Many people don't know about it unless they are from there or went there in winters. Also, search noon chai or sheer chai. It's the pink tea. I can ask my friends about it as well. I think she might know some of it. Yeah, actually, that's what I was looking at, like kava, like the Slovene version, or kava roots. That's a whole different one. I think that's even not like they even tell us something about poisons or something. Or I just had it very quickly, but it's different than the Indian tea that he's talking about. In the meantime, we are going for our 10th infusion, which is going to be 55 seconds. I'm amazed at how many steepings we get out of this one. You're having a yellow tea. Which one? To be honest, the pink tea is local to Yamu. But it does sound very interesting now. Like tea and salt. I'm very curious to that one. Pingyang Huan Tang. That sounds good. Sounds like a good one. a few more seconds, and then we have... I'm just gonna leave it over there. You were a little kid when you tried it. I always kind of wonder, like, as a kid, you experience these things a lot different than when you're getting older. I mean, did you enjoy it? I mean, kids often have a different flavor profile, and they often don't like something or they do like it. Not you. I can't imagine. Kids have a very specific profile, and they often tend a little bit more to the sweet side. You were a foodie. No, not me. I was very difficult when it came to food and stuff. I didn't even like chocolate back in the days, or ice cream. I did like cookies, but I like soft ice cream I didn't eat, but only the ice creams that were more like lollipops kind of things. 10 brewing, 11 brewing, I have no idea anymore. Actually, I think we are on the 11th or the 12th one. I accidentally put away my app. So... I think actually we are... Yes, no, pause. I'm gonna put it on the 12th infusion because I do think that the next one is gonna be the 12th infusion. I'm amazed by this Sheng Puer. I think I found a Sheng Puer that I drink. Although the 6th brewing was kind of a hit in the face, I think I found a Sheng Puer that I do drink. I love to eat bitter melon, which most people dislike. I haven't tried it. Bitter melon. Maybe? Let me check to be sure if we have something similar. Oh no, we don't have that. Oh! No, we definitely don't have that one. At least not as a regular food staple here in the Netherlands. So popo, it's called in our country. Or bittermeloen, so bitter melon. Balsam pear? What? Okay, no, my husband had it before. He didn't like it, so I have never tasted it. It does look interesting, but it also kind of looks... Yes, I'm from the Netherlands. Okay, the smell of this tea, normally, like I said, normally I always get this apple kind of weirdness smell, but I do not have any of it. Just so lightly, but it's still very, very earthy. You know what, I'm just gonna... Oh, we just keep on brewing here. My husband's gonna go crazy when he has to come back again for the tea, but... The king has arrived. I always like it to tell you guys. In the meantime, I'm boiling some more water. And also put some in the filter as well. There we go. Akisumi has been lurking. Risata has also been lurking. I'm gonna have you guys closer up. What can... Let's see. As you can see, the color is still strong, but it's also a lot more lighter than we had a couple of brews before. Thank you. I love this one because it has a mountain in there. Whoa, we are really going lighter on this one. I mean, this is the first brewing and we are on the, I think, 12th brewing already. It has been darker, but it is getting lighter, but it's still darker than the first brewing. I have a kitty over here. Wanna say hi? No? Okay. Yes, 12. 12. I kid you not. This tea is so... I think Joe has walked a marathon already for his tea. I think you walk a marathon for this tea. You've been walking a marathon for this tea. It's a very... Welcome to the broadcast, Your Majesty. Was designing some project boxes. Ooh, so that's cool. Electronic stuff. I love to make the Puer tea black. I was also talking about that. Yes, that some people make it like black, like so dark. The title must be soda party setter. Oh. Kitty is a she. I have 2 cats. Both of them are kind of chunky. I've got 2 cats. One has a tail and one has a stubby tail. My teapot, let's see if I have it, can put it on my tea can. My teapot's tail also broke off, so that's why she kind of... This one looks like the cat that you just saw. The one with the stubby tail actually had an accident. Maybe I can call her if she wants to. There we go. Yes, yes. Oh, come on. Stop stretching. So, as you can see, she has a stubby tail. Like a little rabbit. Hello, girl. Oh, you can use the table if you want. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Getting chompies again. Come say hi. Come say hi. Hi. Yes. Hello. Hello, girl. You're playing again. You started playing. Oh, you're grumpy because you just woke up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. When she wakes up, she can become a little bit grumpy. But she's now just chilling over there. I have no idea. This is Lilly. Actually, her Dutch name Lilly, but in English it's called Lilly, like the flower. I adopted her from my dad when he passed away. We took her in. And the cat that we already own is Aimi. She's our queen. She's bigger than this one. Ooh, a dog that loves drinking tea. No, this kitty doesn't drink any tea. You can try, but a bit cooled off, but... No, her nose wiggles and she's like, hmm? You're waiting for your food, aren't you? Crazy cat. Okay, the taste is really getting lighter now. So anyone that had played Sims before, please tell me this has been in the Sims or not. There we go. Let's have a little cat time. Kitty has no shame at all. Nope. What's she doing over there? Our dog was a true Indian, though her breed was Dalmatian. She used to eat raw onion as well. Isn't that poisonous for dogs? What? Can someone explain me what my cat is doing? Because I have no idea why she's doing that every single week. And she's only doing it on stream. She's not as dorky. Okay, most of the time there's something in that corner. Like a box with shoes, but... yeah. Okay, we are catching zoomies on cam. She lived to be up to 14. Wow, really? Seriously? Oh goodness, I have no idea what she's doing over there. Cat is hunting ghosts. Yeah, I think so. Interesting. Yeah, but it's a wallpaper, girl. It's not real. Oh god, now the other corner. When she's done with this corner, she goes to the other corner. I have no idea. I looked with a lamp behind the closet to see what's going on, and the only thing I could find was dust. There was nothing shiny. There were no little hair elastics, like nothing but dust. And I'm like, why is she... okay, I'm just not... My cat is crazy, as you can see. 13 infusion. Let's go 1 minute and 10 seconds. There we go. Yes. Logical thing means it's ghosts. That's a tiny ghost in that corner. Cats are a mystery. Yes, they are. That's why I really like them. The only thing that I don't like when they do it is when I'm alone, and they often only do it when I'm alone in the house, is when they get in front of me and just staring, like, not towards me, but just above me. And I'm always like, girl, can you not make it that obvious that there's something above my head that I do not want to know about right now? I'm alone. Don't do this. Lilly, what the hell are you doing? I haven't seen anything flying in my room, so... It says my tea is ready. I just leave a few more seconds, but... She yearns for the woods. I can put you on the balcony if you want to. Because I was really looking, like, sometimes you have those little, in Dutch we would call it silverfishes. Like those little critters that walk on the floor and always leave this little silver stain. I have no idea what they are called in English or anything. I only know that they are very annoying. I was looking and to see if I could find them, because depending a little bit on the weather, we do have them in the house. And I was looking like, oh, maybe she found one of those bugs, but nothing. There was nothing behind it. You both know. Yes, okay, good. Don't eat your toe beans, please. She's really having a moment on stream. Are you also watching? Weren't you busy with your mix? Judging all of your life decisions. Yeah, but I don't like to stare when they have to stare when it's above me or just to the side of me, and I do this and they suddenly move their head like this, and I'm like, I just don't watch behind my back. You think one more after this one? Sure, I'm going to brew it longer. I think I can make I wouldn't call it a dead steep, but 2.5 minutes. Okay, I am going to brew at the same time 2.5 minutes. And I also think that would be the last one. There we go. Duck shit. That is actually a very good tea. Duck shit tea is a very good tea. That's my husband's favorite. There is a oolong tea called yashishang, which means duck shit oolong. And because my husband, he tasted so many teas that I made for him, and many, many good teas. And every time when I'm asking him which tea do you still like the most, he's like, duck shit. Yashishang. I have had another tea that actually got very close on the second place, and even a tea that got the third place, that there's no duck shit. Nothing have ever beat the duck shit. So I made this emote for him. So because like you already can see it, duck shit, best shit. Also, that emote is on random. to make the story. Duck shit oolong is actually a very good oolong. It has a very floral taste, also kind of sweet. And my husband and I had it in when we were traveling in Germany. We also used a little bit of chocolate mousse for in the nighttime, just to have a little snack. And we had that tea next to it. And when we took a bite of the chocolate mousse, which is very sweet, and then we also had this floral tea, that was the best combination we ever tried. No, the tea is not made from duck shit. There is no shit in it at all. Like, none of it. Hello, girl. Not all of it. Basically, there are stories, a few stories. From what I have learned, is that the story goes that there was a farmer who had very good tea, and he didn't want any of the people steal his tea, so therefore he named it, oh, it's like shit, it's like duck shit, so don't take it. That's the story. I've also heard somewhere that ducks had been walking on the farm, and that their poop might have actually be a fertilizer, but I'm not sure about that story, because that's not the story that I heard most of it. I would not be surprised though if that is also part of it. And there was also a story that it kind of has the shape of it, but there is no shit in it at all. So yeah, but the farmer was crazy, but at the same time also very, like, if you have a very good product and you do not want to have it steal, like someone stealing your product, and you have it in your like in your stall or anything like that, and you would say, no, don't taste it, it tastes like shit, or ducks have been shitting on it, you would not steal that stuff. You would not try it, you would not steal it, and you're still protecting your you know, your stuff. So we have a 2.5 minute steeping. This is the first brewing, and I think I had no idea which brewing this is. As you can see, it becomes very light. A much lighter than we had, like, okay, don't compare it to the first cup, but it became very, very light. Yes, yes, that story is actually true. There are coffee beans that there is coffee that is actually made from the poop from help me out. It was an animal. What was the animal? Kopi Luwak. Kopi Luwak. So yes, actually that animal's poop is actually used for coffee. So that one is true. So yes, that is actually the real shit. I've not tried it. I'm not really much of a coffee drinker myself, but I think my husband would try it. I am going to boil my water on 100 degrees. Would you try Kopi Luwak coffee? Yes, he would. My husband would. It's on your wish list. Okay. It's on my husband's wish list. So he wants to have the Kopi Luwak coffee. He also just mentioned the price of a cup of it, $150 for 1 cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have my tea. Wow. Okay, this tea, this has been the steeping for 2.5 minutes. We can say it's pretty much good. I also kind of want to sip the first one. Yeah, it's a little bit watery. Okay, that was the first cup. What's going on? Okay, the first cup was kind of watery, kind of flavor, but the last one was also, but a little bit different, like more earthy. So I like it when these things happening. You just love a good strong black tea. I understand. Yes, I understand. I think there was a specific reason for it. And let's see if I... And also see if I can have the English version, because translating from Dutch to... also have this one. Okay, it is from the Philippines, so don't they also eat balut? Don't they also eat balut, like the chicken embryo? If I'm correct. I'm not sure, by the way. Um, I'm trying to understand because the thing is that wait up, I'm trying to. You're asking why people want to drink coffee made by shitting. Digestion is a thing. I can understand the whole digestion. There's a lot of digestion things that pops in the digestion of animals, human beings, and all that kind of stuff. Digestion of living beings. When we digest, we add enzymes to what we ingest. That means our enzymes are breaking down particles of what we eat or drink. I can understand that if an animal eats certain fruits that have pits in there, and the pits don't break down but get softened by the enzymes that, like, you add enzymes when you're chewing, enzymes of saliva. They have the enzymes that are used in stomach acid, stomach fluids, all that kind of stuff. So that's also an enzyme that breaks down. Then you get the enzymes that are inside the gut bacteria and the gut parts and intestines. So I can understand that all those enzymes that are adding to a, in this case, probably a pit from a fruit, because of all those enzymes and because of softening down, they actually change change what the pit actually is. So that's what I think. And I also think that probably people might have accidentally tried it, because how else? By seeing something on the floor, thinking it's a berry, and then eating it and finding out it was actually poop. I mean, let's be honest. I think a lot of people died back in the days because they were eating the wrong cherries. So to come back to your question, why would people want to try it? I think if it's still good, if it's really good, like the enzymes add something to it, I can understand people using it. But for balut, for like the chicken embryo, that is something I do not understand. I would not eat a half-produced baby, or to say it like that. So, yeah. I sometimes think, what would our ancestors think? Our ancestors probably would have done the same. I would not be surprised that our ancestors might have been licking stones and finding out, hey, if I add water to this stone, there is salt popping off, and stuff. I think our ancestors taste actually weird stuff than we did. I think they tasted so many weird stuff that we today would not even try. So quickly have a quick rinse before I use my hot water, because I find it always a bit more difficult to clean my teapot correctly. Okay. There we go. I am missing part of the chat right now. Wow, there's so much chatting going on. Let's see. My husband saying with Kopi certain cats eat the coffee beans digestion process. Okay. Yes. Natural fermentation inside the stomach. Yeah, that's what I mean with all the ingestion by the enzymes that are coming up. Ooh, flamed walnut frame. Ooh, that sounds good. Yes, please post a picture when you're done with it. I wanna see what it looks like. It's like just someone drinking boba tea with goat shit. Boba tea. My husband and I are really boba lovers, and it's really giving me a picture. Oh, these are strange droplings. They taste very weird. The coffee is grounded. Yeah. I hope so. Santaria, the tea house in Germany that I'll visit has a puer tea that costs €1,000 per 100 grams. Ooh, bro, what? Bro, what? Whoa! And think about the fact that we use about at least 5 grams for a cup of tea. Oh, that's an expensive cup of tea. I'm not, as a puer, someone who doesn't often drink puer, I'm not sure if I would dare to try it. Because I would have very high expectations. Too expensive, bro. Yeah, I understand. I still think if you like puer, you should definitely give it a try. If I would ever get a chance to try such a very expensive oolong, I would also like to get my hands on it to try. But like I said, I'm more of an oolong type. I would be too scared as a puer type. Not drinking puer often, I'm too scared to try a cup of expensive puer, but I would drink expensive oolong. Yes, I think I would. Maybe, but it's gonna be better than let's see, coffee rates. There was just a guy in the area we got to lick everything to see if they are fine the next day. Can you imagine? You say, yeah, yo, lick this one, and then call. You fine? How was your toilet visit? 100,000 euros is like 100K in Indian rupees. Not a fair comparison. India's salaries are lower than what we in Europe have. Yes, agree to that. That's also true. Oh, would probably cost less, 25 to 40% less in India. Also, I think so, yes, because I think India's that way. If we look to the tea chart, and also the pronunciation of tea, everything that has cha in it, like cha, chai, and there were a few other pronunciations, everything that has a cha kind of sound came by land, and everything that has a T sounds, so T, te, te, all those kind of sound came by boat. So I think in that case that will be cheaper in India. 50 euros for 5 grams. Yeah, I know. 12 euros per gram for some green leaves. I'm 27, I've been drinking chai for at least 20 years. Ooh. And then there's Poland. Where doesn't use either of the... Okay, what does Poland use? In the meantime, I'm gonna get you guys close to the brewed tea leaves. I also think that maybe we should order poke bowl instead of making soup and rice. Let's see what my husband says about that one, but I'm gonna get you guys close to the brewed tea leaves before I'm going to cleanse all my products. Not products, all my items. Also add cardamom and ginger too, actually. Oh, cardamom is so good. It's a very, very I kind of like the spiciness of cardamom, the fruity kind of. I don't know. I also added that one to my chai concentrate. I always crush them open so they have really a lot of flavor coming up. Let's see. We have tea leaves. Beautiful tea leaves popping. They are popped open. We started out with a brick. And as you can see, they are really opened up. Let's see if we can grab a few. Kind of have to not get my hair in it. So we also got parts that has twigs on them. Herbata, which in Hilas comes from the Proto-Slavic Latin or something old, but it originates from the name for the plant you harvest the tea leaves off. Is that also... Okay, I'm kind of wondering now what yerba mate is. Yeah, but it's also... Yeah, mate, then you also have tea in it. Te again. Oh, we got a bit... Oh, look at this chunking leaf. This is a very long leaf. Okay, wait up. Look at the length of this one. Okay, look at this one. Okay, I'm going to open this one up. This really looks... This cannot be one tea leaf, right? No way. I have never seen... Okay, I tried to slightly open it up softly. Guys, look at this. Look at this. This is huge. This is huge. I have not seen a tea leaf that is almost like kelp. Yes, yes, indeed. You can actually, I don't know if it's visible from your side. Let's see if I can get you guys close. You can actually see the veins of this tea leaf in there. Yes, it is cut at the bottom, so it's actually even longer than this. But really, this is such a... Oh, I'm not trying to rip it. Oh, I'm accidentally starting to rip it. But there, you can even see the veins in there. Wow, that's one huge ass leaf. It's almost as big as my hand. Like, there we go. I don't have big hands, but... Do we have more of these? No, that's just a big twig. Let's see. I always like to pluck out some of these leaves to look at them. So don't mind my quirkiness. Also, big leaves. So there are quite some big leaves in there. There's a tea made out of tea twigs. Isn't that a rooibos? Yes, you really can. Actually, when I'm not sure if I get close because the leaves are wet, so there's a lot of light popping up on them. Sorry, I just accidentally crushed it. But on the back of the leaves, you can really actually see a lot of these veins in there. Oh, wow, that's a biggie one. Okay, let's... Smoking tea leaves. Actually, last time I did try to burn one of the tea leaves and see if there is an incense kind of burn coming up. Don't try it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, yeah. The tea leaves. There we go. Let's see. Herba is Latin for herb plant. Ah, now we learned something new. Make sushi from it. Oh yeah, I can make a sushi roll from it. Let's see. Yeah, the poor used to drink the twigs, right? It's nowadays it's. Oh, it's not rooibos. Okay. From just. Oh, it's actually tea using the twigs. I can imagine that it tastes a lot different though. I think it's be better to brew the tea and then make vapor from it. Oh, still, I mean, I can let a few dry and then burn and see what happens, but yeah. So what am I gonna do? As I always do, I am going to clean my gear on the stream. As usual, vaping tea. I'm more of the incense type of girl, so I would rather make an incense and see if it actually smells on what I brewed. But this would mean it would be a very herby, a very earthy kind of a smell to it. So I don't think so. But I would love to see if tea, if you would crush it, if it would actually add something as a incense. If you would knead it with mako and all these other kind of herbs and make incense out of it. I kind of wonder if that is possible. So no, vaping is not good, but that's why I would say like smoking, as in more as smoking, like what happens if you would dry the leaves and then burn it and see what that smoke does, because it's very interesting to see items how they actually burn. That's what I do with cotton, linen, wool. I always test the material, like how does it burn. Not me saying was vaping. Seriously. Okay, I am going to start with my teapot. Also adding some in here. Put it on. Going to my gongdabe. 8 months clean. 6 months. Wow. Really? So good. Actually, I heard that vaping is actually more worse than smoking. Just regular smoking. Compared to because of the chemicals, if I'm correct. Meantime, I'm going to boil some water. In the meantime, I'm using the water to clean all the items that I have. I also never vaped. Smoking, I tried just to see what my parents were doing, and it was disgusting. Really disgusting. So I never understood the addiction to it. Also, I also tried, what's that thing called? It's also like a cigarette, but very, very heavy one. Cigar. I tried it as well, just to see, just to see what it was. It's so disgusting. I have no idea what people were thinking when they were getting that in their mouth and in their lungs. I just do not understand. I really do not understand the whole part of it. It burns in my throat. It burned in my mouth. I had a very unpleasant sensation. It was just disgusting. So I looked at my parents and I looked at them like, you guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. And my mom, she was just happy that I tried it, and she was happy that that was actually my thought about them. Like, you guys are nuts for wanting this disgusting stuff. Yeah, but even I also don't drink alcohol, so for me it's like no, nope. Yeah, it's true. Like the discussion of which is worse are pointless because people miss the point that neither should be done. Exactly. That is true. That is indeed true. Um, what I do look at when I do look at if I would have to choose, if it would be a must, I think. I mean, if I look at vaping, I'm like, it looks so chemical, like made chemical. And cigarettes are chemicals, but it's at least knowing that they are chemicals, as in like it's still burned grass. I don't even know what it is actually. It's bad. Just don't do it. It's bad for your health. Just in your mouth. Oh, vape is so flavor. No, no, I don't know. Your occasional drink, yeah, but like me too. If it's Christmas, then it's like okay, I might drink a little wine. Um, sometimes, if I would drink an alcohol, it would be whiskey, um, or anything strong. Why? Because I always say if I have to drink an alcohol, I at least want to be reminded that I'm drinking poison, or at least be reminded that I drink something that should be drank uh, with caution. Like if you drink all those very flavorful kind of drinks that almost taste like lemonade, you gonna drink it as a lemonade. Well, if you're drinking alcohol, I always think you should be drinking it with the in mind that know that you are drinking it. So that's why if I drink alcohol, it's strong. As a reminder, you have a responsibility after this one. No. Oh, I'm going to burn my fingers because I don't have my tool. Oh, this is gonna be painful. Tweezers. No, actually, I tried it when I was young, but I mean, when I lived back in the time, I was allowed to drink some if my mom was around, but it was just horrible. I just don't like the taste of it. It has such a I don't know. It's just something I just don't enjoy at all. What I did try was actually I don't want best viewers. I have my best viewers already in my chat. Thank you very much. I am going to delete that comment in a few seconds. Come on, my best viewers are already in there. Oh, where is that? Oh, can I? Why am I not seeing it? Huh? I'm not seeing it in my chat. Okay, that's strange. Strange. Um. Yeah, no, for me, alcohol is just. Oh yeah, I was explaining. I have a friend that actually makes very, very, extremely very good cocktails, and I kid you not, that he made a cocktail that actually tastes like tea. I kid you not. He had three types of cocktails that were actually tea cocktails. And most of the time he makes them virgin for me, especially for me. And accidentally when he was making them, he was like, I am so sorry. I said, what's happening? He said, I forgot. I made it a little bit too strong right now, because there was one type he couldn't make like a mocktail version, so he made a cocktail version with alcohol, but lighter version, especially for me. And he was like, oh, I made it too strong. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna taste it because you made it. This is the original flavor profile I want to experience, because there is still a tea flavor to it, and I want to experience what you created. He creates a cocktail with a story, and I think that's a very beautiful thing to try in alcohol, is when there's a beautiful story behind, especially if this anime related, or in this case, tea related. And I was amazed. He had an Earl Grey one. I think he also had a Ceylon one, and there was also another one, and I didn't try it because I actually liked the Earl Grey a lot more, the best of them. And I was amazed. Yes, you do taste the alcohol. So yes, that is definitely there. You cannot take that one out of that tea flavor. But what did happen was there was the Earl Grey that you would have. Like if you would have an Earl Grey with a bit of sugar, that type. That I would look him in the eye and I was like, it feels like I'm drinking tea with a little shot of alcohol in it. I was just amazed by his work, and that's why when I drink alcohol, it is his artwork, and often I ask for the virgin ones. And sometimes when I have the virgin one, I ask him like, okay, you created these flavor profiles. Can I also have one now with the alcohol version, like you designed it? And then I taste the difference, and it's like, yes, I understand the flavor profile of this one, and you did very well. And I enjoy it. Like, I have that one drink, and that's all. But sometimes you have those girls that have cocktails all night, and I'm like, come on, it's an alcohol, go slow. And people put, effort in making a profile of flavors, and you're just drinking it away like it's an it's a lemonade. There you go. A little bit of tea stain over there. Right up the top. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. In the meantime, I'm just emptying this little drawer underneath my tea table so the water flows away and I can read a bit of your chat. Oh, Hakisumi, you make mead. I also kind of want to try mead one day. I heard that it's made from honey, if I'm correct. I am curious. Let's say it like that. I'm curious to that one. Pure mead is really sweet and winey. That does sound interesting now. You said that we know this person, right? Yes, we do know. You have also met him, and you also have had the pleasure to taste his cocktails. Yeah, he does great cocktails. Like, really, he does. Let's see. Imagine white wine, but with extra sweetness. If I drink right now, it would be red, but okay. Oh. Come on, there's still water in there. Do your best. God, you reminded me of the names of the drink at antibiotic. Oh goodness. Do make your own meat, it's really easy. No, I just want to drink it when somebody else made it for me. Nee, lamzuipen. No. No. I do want to travel the world, but I'm broke. Travel, even though you are broke. Why would I say something like that? Because I think it's a lot of people don't travel because of money. And I actually think, yes, you might not be able to travel a lot or far, or maybe you can actually. I still think the moment you pack your bags and you have your passport, because that's important one is to have a passport, have some money indeed, start walking, take a bicycle, start walking, anything you do, any border that you cross is a travel. And it doesn't have to be far, or it doesn't have to be much, or anything, or you can also do at least do something. Go for it. I really say go for it. I think by traveling you expand you expand your I don't know, there's so much expansion in your life by traveling. I am scared by traveling by airplane. Yet I did travel to Japan, Hong Kong, Norway, Denmark, Hungary. And by traveling, I see so many different things, different cultures, different way of thinking, different way of living, actually. Sometimes I can imagine like living, learning about slow living in Italy, for example. Or maybe you might have actually an area in India that you might want to experience, because I can also imagine that India itself has a lot to offer. Like if you have the north and the south and the west and the east, I think there's also a lot of difference in that, because the country is so big. Even in Japan, if you go to the north, it's different than from the south. So I can also imagine that people travel in their own country as well. But do travel. Go for it. Go by foot, go by bike, go by anything that you can think of, but do go. It's make an adventure. Mm-hmm. I can only see the me chat going on here. Have 0 in my account. You might have 0 in your account, but I think actually you have 100% in your heart to give knowledge, or you might be able to help somewhere. I always think people have knowledge. People are handy. Any person has something to offer to the world, and I think if you are handy, try if you can do something for someone in exchange for food and shelter. If you are handy, or if you're very smart, like brain smart, maybe you can help a kid with its homework or anything. I think even if you are broke, like if there is 0 on your account, I still think there's 100%, no, not think, I know for sure that there's 100% in your heart and in your brain that you can use to offer the world, and someone is waiting for it, to have your knowledge or your handiness or anything. Everyone has something to offer, like everybody has. Love to bring some to NL, but airport security would stop me. They would stop you because they would drink everything. Bills, take it on. I feel that one. Yes, I do feel that one. A main issue is always airport security. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. But no, for sure, crazy for Asians. I think if if money is if money is a problem when it comes to traveling, I still think you are a person who can offer things to the world, your knowledge or handiness, anything like that. Thinking of to visit Japan as your first trip, do it! Do it! And yes, India is a land of various cultures. I've learned that one from my friend as well, that even the language changes. Het leven is een feest, maar je moet wel zelf de slinger op. I like that Dutch one. I feel like that's a deep quote that I cannot understand. And fit it in a bag alive and shipped to a good country. But no, I sometimes I read those stories of people who take the bicycle, have some money on their bank account, and they end up traveling the world, but they work. And when I ask them, like, what do you do in between? If you're, I mean, you have some money, but you also have expenses going on, things that you probably need to pay when you are on your trip. What do you do? And then they say, I offer help in exchange for food and shelter. I offer, and that help can be anything. I mean, that help can also be, like, if you're handy and you can fix things. I still have a hole in my wall. I'm not able to fix it. I probably would be able to fix it, but I'm too lazy to fix it. You see, so there's always someone waiting for your advice or for your handiness, and I think you can exchange your knowledge for these kind of things. Yeah, another good idea in India. You need some money at least. Mm-hmm. You do need some. Yes, you do need some. But would you be able to travel a little bit, like in your own? For example, the Netherlands is very small. If I go to the north of the Netherlands, I feel like I'm in a complete, like, I feel like a tourist in my own country. And my country is small. Like, my country is like a tiny little dot on the world map. You probably can't even find or something. It's very tiny. Yet if I go, I'm a little bit in the middle, but if I go completely to the north, I feel like a tourist in my own country. Like, I'm amazed and I feel like I'm traveling. Start with that. Start in your own country. See if you can go to the farthest point in your own region. And feel like a little bit of the touristy part of that one, because there's always something you can learn in your own country as well. And like I said, I've been on a hikes a few times with my best friend, and that was going to the north in the Netherlands. And we were walking and we were actually looking at it like, huh, seriously? Is this part of our country? I didn't even know we had this lovely nature in here. Of course, we don't have mountains and we don't have big rivers or rivers at all, or maybe we do have some, but I was actually amazed how beautiful my country is. And I saw so many flowers of which I don't even know their names. And I saw many different things. And I started to feel more like a journey in my own country, and decided, like, okay, if I cannot travel far away, then let's make a travel around in my country and explore. And if I cannot go far, then let's go zoom in what I can. So that's like, if I walk in my park can actually look different every single time when I go, because hey, that mushroom wasn't there last week. Or funny fact, last autumn, we are living here for almost 4 years now, and last autumn we had these big mushrooms popping up out of the floor, like down at our apartment, and I was looking at it like a little kid, like, we have these big mushrooms popping up. And it felt like I was living in a whole different area. Well, I was looking at my, oh, but I live here and it feels different because the flowers are different. So make it a little journey. We do have rivers. Yeah, we quite a few. Yes, I know, but more like the rivers that you have in the woods, that, you know, that kind of stuff. Walking to another state in 45 plus degree heat is exhausting. Don't do it when it's that hot, bro. Don't do it when it's that hot. There, Clumpy, preparing the last part of your birthday set right now. Joe would die at the moment. Joe is already dying because he needs to prepare another set. Or 7. And also lots of things are happening on his part. He lost a lot of his... As a DJ, you have these pointers in your music. He lost that part as well. So he's dying in lots of different ways. We Indians have made a quote about India, which is India is not for beginners. I've heard that one. I can imagine, because the friend that went to India, he was like, there is so much people in there. So many people. And we got Aimi, the one with the tail. Hello, my queen. Go say hi. Well, this is Queen Aimi. Yeah, the one with the tail. And she is... Hi! Oh, wow. Okay, you are going to show off. You're going to show off. Oh, I understand. It's dinner time. Yes, it's dinner time. I know it's dinner time. I know it's dinner time. Yeah. Girl. Are you also table police? My queen. Hello. This is my cuddly little lady. She always looks angry. But she also wants kisses, so... Hi! Yes, it's 7 o'clock. She wants food. And I've never been streaming so long, actually. There we go, my girl. Hello, my girl. Yes, I know it's dinner time. I know it's dinner time. I know. Maybe ask daddy? Ask mommy, because it's dinner time. It actually is, and I've been streaming for 3 hours. Oh my god, that's gonna be a horrible long YouTube upload. Oh my goodness. Do I even dare to upload this one to YouTube? That's gonna be 3 hours on YouTube. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, maybe I should cut some things out for YouTube. I'll check that one later. Yes, so indeed. Yeah, it's called Combined Extended, so that's a very extended version. One of the longest brewings, I guess. Okay, but I must admit we did had a long session. And because we had a long session, it's also... That is because this tea is one with lots of brewings. Yes, what I mostly do is I upload my VODs to YouTube. That can take a few days because I also add stamps to it, so you can actually go to my brewing moments or cat moments like this. But you don't see the chat, so you often see me like this, and that's why I sometimes talk what I see in the chat so YouTube knows. But for YouTube, it's mostly like for people to look back on how many brewings I did, or I mean, most of the time I just have 2 viewers on there. I can understand it's 3 hours long, but you can also watch back any tea session that I did. Even my first one is on there as well. It's an archive. Yes, thank you. It's an archive. No, you should not have ended it after one video. You should just keep on going. Keep on going. I mean, Fun fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, Combined Extended, you can actually see that my very first one was 48 minutes. And now we are having a session of 3 hours. So that's already a big change. I also have a Discord channel. Feel free. I can see if I can add. How do I do that? Gosh, how do I do that? How do I add my Discord channel in here? Let's see. Combined scanner, cabin. No, I want the. Thank you, Hakisume. Thank you. I also have a Discord channel, so you can, if you want, join us on the Discord channel. Oh, let me join as well. So you can join at my Discord channel as well. We talk about tea or anything else that you have in your cup. I have hiking photos over there, or people that do hikings. They also post it over there. We have some chit chat over there. Other pictures of cats popping up or things that you're doing. Feel free to post things that you are creating. I mean, I'm also sewing or making other kind of things. Like he said, he makes beautiful items. He also sometimes posts what he made out of wood. Beautiful items, I tell you, beautiful things. So feel free. We do a little bit of yapping over that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So yeah, I still want to look on how to make things a little bit more bigger. Like if I go to YouTube as well, I did make a YouTube video. I am still trying to figure out how to do that tasting for YouTube, to make a smaller session, like a 10-minute video for my regular Combined channel. To see if there is something that I can do on my regular Combined channel. Would be smaller videos. Combined Extended is for the archive of my VODs. Or anything hiking related, which I haven't uploaded yet because those videos are 5 hours long. And I still have to edit them. So yeah, I'm not very fast at editing. I'm still learning, so you do like to cook, but limited mostly. Cooking is also good. Also post it on there. Post your food, post your recipes, do it. Anything. So yeah, today, tea. I'm going to go back, and we had Mogu raw Sheng Puer from 1998. We had, I guess, more than 14 steepings out of this one. We just used 6 grams on a teapot for 110. Actually, my teapot is bigger. My teapot is good for 150, I guess. But eventually I brewed on 110 milliliters for my little teacups. I think I can say that the 5th and 6th brewing were the strongest of them all. You can also see the color is quite dark on that one. Very earthy, very grounding. And after that one, you can see that the brewings, even though longer, the color got lighter, but also the flavor got more lighter and lighter and lighter. As someone who is not into pu'er teas, I am actually amazed by this one. I am amazed. Definitely a recommendation. Definitely a recommendation. Yes, I would drink this again. Like I said, I would drink this as a pick-me-up, or if I would have a very long session with someone. So yeah, as an oolong girl, I say this pu'er is good. Also, what I most of the time do not like about Sheng Puer is when they have this apple kind of flavor with earthy tone to it. That's what I often don't like about Sheng Puer, is when they get into the lighter sessions. This one kept having that earthiness and even a bit of the moldiness, mushroomy. I kind of like it. I kind of like that profile. That's why I'm kind of like amazed that this is Sheng Puer, because it kind of strikes me as a shoe puer. So, Moychay, thank you. This is a good Sheng Puer experience. Shifting to another state, so thinking to start there. Do it, do it, do it. Streaming it. Do it! I also started streaming, I think almost a year ago, but just drinking tea. And I've got all of these beautiful people right now in my stream and also meeting you through tea. So thank you for showing up and thank you for coming by and saying hi and having a chat with me. So thank you so much. I am going to, I think I cleaned up these things, this area. So I'm a little bit tea drunk. Long session is long. So yes, I am going to stop streaming for today, and I think I would have to snippet some things out for YouTube, just a few things. So Chris-Pack77, I'm new here and I gotta say it's really relaxing here. Thank you so much for saying hi and coming by. And thank you also for the relaxing vibe. It's a pleasure to meet you guys. So yes, come by on my come by on my Discord, come say hi. Every Sunday I'm here around 4 p.m. Dutch time. I think my all of these informations can be found on my information page, where I have these little yay! Thank you for your follow. Thank you. Thank you for your following. Yes, Hakisume, go make your visuals for your video dash. Go do it. Say hi, don't be shy. Indeed. Shame you gotta end stream. I followed it. Yes, I've been streaming for 3 hours, and most of the time 2 is often quite of the max, but I just meeting new people and it's so fun. So but yes, I really gotta go. I also need some food because my goodness, I'm starting to get very hungry. Also, good night to you crazy for Asians as well, because your time difference is, it's later in that you're on your side. Chris-Pack77, next week another chance. Yes, next week I'm on a Sunday here again. Check my information label to see what time label you are in. I'm here on 4 p.m. Dutch time. I'm always here on a Sunday, so if there is something different, I always let people know. You can also follow me on Instagram, but in the Discord channel, I keep people updated most of it. On Instagram, I most of the time just make a small photo and a countdown on when it really starts, but it's always on 4 p.m. So, guys, thank you so much for joining my stream. Thank you so much for following me, and thank you for chatting with me and having tea with me, and this whole experience of me drinking a tea that I normally would not drink as my first choice, but I am amazed by this Mogu Cha Raw Sheng Puer 1998. I do not know which tea we would have next week. That kind of depends on the vibe. It also depends on how I feel. Could be a green tea, could be a white tea, so could be anything. Because I still have a big box of oolong also. So I keep you guys updated and posted, and hope to see you guys next week on a Sunday again. Akisume, can you put the link on for the Discord one more time? Thank you so much. I should really have a bot on doing that. Thank you. You can join my Discord channel over there and chat with us. Have fun with us. Post your items, post your things about tea, anything. Thank you so much. Every DJ over there, good luck on your streaming, or good luck on your sets, and all the good luck on all the things that you have to prepare for your visuals, your music, everything over there. Good luck on it. You can also share that one on my Discord. Yes, on the chit chat. Chit chat. But my husband made all those things. You can put it over there. Or send it even private, that's also fine, but chai chat. That should be a chai chat. Okay, guys, I'm really going off. Cats just got food from my husband, so again, thank you so much, everybody. Hope to see you next week. Bye bye.